Hi, it's Jim Starkweather, the publisher of KitMaker Network, and welcome to another episode of Mail Call. I have short hair now. Yes, it's true. We got tired of the long winter hair, and we got a haircut. We, as in the royal we. No, I'm just me. I got a haircut. I say we because there were many people involved in this decision. My wife, who was like, get a haircut. Don't like it long. My mother, who eventually... she liked my long hair initially, but then she was like, "Oh, you need a haircut." So it only went so far, and then I guess I hit the proverbial too far point. Anyways, we have quite a few boxes here to open up this week, this month, this two week period, however been so long it's been since I did the last one. And we will proceed. Hope everyone's been doing well. Let's open up a box from our MRC. And guess what I have this week? Aha, I found it. Yes, it was hiding somewhere. I don't remember where, but that's not important. Trying not to slice anything open. Some interesting comments from last time. I noted them, especially the thing about the Kermit voice. I wasn't really intentionally trying to do Kermit, but I don't really do a great Kermit impression. I can sing Kermit. Rainbow Connection. But, yeah. Anyways, what do we have from... Oh, this is cool. We've got a Fokker F-12 Friendship civilian aircraft. We don't get a lot of these, so it's been a while. This is an interesting Air UK airline configuration, but it looks like a twin, I'm guessing, turboprop aircraft in 1/72nd scale from Italy. And also from Italy, we have Bye Bye Mirage F1 Farewell Exhibition. Oh, this was when they maybe did the farewell air show, I guess, for the Mirage, I'm guessing. And these are probably the colors and the configuration of stuff that it had. This says upgraded moles. This is 1/48 scale also, by the way. And then we have, also from Italy, the M4A1 Sherman with U.S. infantry, 1/35th scale. This says contains 10 figures, so laid on across the tank here. New gluable T54E1 tracks, decal sheet for 3 versions. 3 stars they put on there. Contains 1 model, to make you understand that it doesn't contain 3 models with 3 different versions. So that looks pretty cool. I'm not sure, this is probably an older tool, but maybe not that old. I'm not sure when Italy put out the last newer Sherman kit. It might have been a while ago. I don't know, the 90s? We'll do another big box. This one from IBG in Poland. Oh, the invoice is going to get in the way, I guess. Yeah, we'll just cut through it. It's not like it just comes out. Starting to get cooler here. Fall is soon approaching us. I did score the bottom of the box. That's not great, but we have from IBG, in their continuation of their Japanese series of tanks, we have the Type 3 Chinukai Japanese, or Chinukai Japanese medium tank. So this is in 1/72nd scale. And a bunch more, looks like 1/72nd scale. We've got the V3000S SSM Maltier German half-track with flak 38. And we also have the V3000S German truck General Service. This is kind of typical. Oop, that one got a little smushed in shipment, IBG. Probably the kit is all right, I'm guessing, but let's take a look. Oh, yeah, the kit's all right. It just got crunched on one side of the box. Anyways, this is typical for IBG. They usually put out, I'm not sure they've done any V3000Ss prior to this, but they usually put out a truck series, and they put out quite a few different versions of it. This is the 75mm French field gun MLE 1897, Polish forces in the West. And again, 75mm French field gun MLE 1897, same year, modified 1938. So that one has a slightly different barrel, I'm guessing, or slightly different configuration. Looks very similar. The gun shield looks a little different. Oh, and the wheels obviously are much different. And then we have an aircraft. This one is the PZL-37, sorry, BIS 1 Polish medium bomber in 1/72nd scale. Oh, by the way, the French field guns were in 1/35th scale, and of course the German trucks were 1/72nd scale. All right, so yeah, that box got a bit bashed on one side here. We have from AGN Model Works out of Spain, España. As this follows in my thing, I always point out, obviously, but we call it Spain, they call it España. So why don't we call it España? There's English names for everything. All countries have the English names, and that's just what we just go with those, I guess. I guess the United States isn't the United States, it's the colonies. That's technically what we should be called. Okay, all right. Guess we lucked out. We have a lot of resin items here. I'm going to kind of go through them relatively quickly, but looks like World War, small print, World War II, US 55-gallon oil drum type 1. So you can see very small resin pieces. I'll probably put photos up on these because they're so small. This one is World War II US 55-gallon oil drum type 2. This one's got the little side ribbing or more ribs kind of in the barrel construction. World War II US 105 millimeter ammunition crates. Look pretty nice. But again, I'll try to get some macro photos of those, so maybe they look a lot better than what I'm trying to put up on the camera. World War II German 75 millimeter KWK 42 ammunition crates. World War II 88 millimeter KWK 36 ammunition crates. Again, some nice details. Okay, continuing on, we've got the World War II German 88 millimeter Flak 1836 ammunition crate. And we've got the World War II US Mark II fragmentation hand grenade crates. So some of these are open, like they've got a lid that's cast on here by itself, and then they've got an open crate, and then they've got three unopened. Looks like the same thing with this one, although it looks like they showed 2 lids. I'm not sure why they did 2 lids. World War II US 75 millimeter ammunition crates. And this one is US 55-gallon oil drum type 2 dented. So these would have like weathering and dents in them. And this one's probably the same thing, dented in type 1, yes. Type 1 dented. Okay, well, and those are new products from AGN Model Works. This is, I think, the first time they've sent us anything. So anybody interested in using these in a project or actually, trying to do something a little more than just obviously an inbox review is a little bit too, they're a little too basic to inbox review. So we prefer them to be actually like utilized or something. All right, that's a good box. I shall save that box. Okay, from I think this is from AK, I'm guessing. Yes, from AK Interactive. We have a box in a package. This one had to go a long way to get to me because it went all the way to California. Somehow somebody at AK accidentally put in my old address, I guess, even though they sent me stuff here before. And then it went from California back to here. So hopefully somebody didn't have to pay all the additional postage. I actually put in DHL has a thing where you can say, to give you a notification that something's been shipped. And immediately after I got the notification, I let them know that, hey, this is the wrong address and send it here. But they still air freighted it all the way to California. I guess maybe it already was on a plane going to California, so it didn't really matter. All right, so what do we have from AK? Some heavy stuff. The book's probably in here. We've got a little AK ruler, which I think is probably just a freebie giveaway, I'm guessing. We have, there's no product information on it. Realistic green moss diorama series. This is AK 8132. So not sure how this works. It looks like it's kind of a clear application piece. It says on the back, miniature grass moss for your scale models, hobby figures, and scenic dioramas to achieve a realistic appearance. You can use in the corners of your models where humidity may condense. Moss peels off the sheet one by one, and they are ready to use. Oh, okay, so they just peel off individually. That's cool. A new AK decal, the original brand. Some product manually thingies and a little note. Some samples for new products for you might review on your website. We have questions or requests. Please feel free. Blah, 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 blah. All good stuffs. All right, so we've got 2 books, or a couple books here, I think, maybe. And carefully open these from their plastic sealed thing. This is the fun part. Opening plastic. How much plastic have I opened on this? I mean, all the boxes. Back when we used to get Dragon kits, they sealed them all in clear plastic, so I had to unshrink wrap all the boxes too. That was always fun, considering I used to get like 30 kits at one time. Those days are gone, almost thankfully. So we have a catalog. They've sent me the Abklung 502 catalog. There's a book here though. Make Productions catalog. Doozy catalog. Doozy Model Works. Is that a new brand they've just come out with? Looking like it. It's yeah, it looks like it might be a car, kind of a car. Yeah, 1/24 scale. So kind of, you know, lots of different products here, like phones, like a pay phone. They've got ice boxes. They've got Coke machines, Pepsi machines, gas pumps, all sorts of car-related miniature stuff. Yeah, cool. And then they have this book, The Ultimate Guide to Make Buildings and Dioramas. This is number 9, and obviously a very detailed photo series with articles and printing on it. So, and that one is by multiple authors, I'm guessing, or contributors. Forward by Fernando Vallejo. Intro doesn't really give an author. It's interesting. Guess it was a team effort, maybe, so they didn't bother making an authory kind of thing. All right, so that's everything from AK. Little. I'm surprised it's so light considering all that shipping, but yeah, they probably wanted to get me all the catalogs so the stuff would know what they got. All right, so this is from came Chinese Post. This one also got a little bit banged up. I hope it's okay. I believe this is the Sabre Models rail car, which was a long production that, for you online who are familiar with, know some of the backstory, but I'm not going to go into it in this video. But yeah, it was an interesting collaborative production. Okay, yeah, the top of the box definitely got dented in. Even though it was double boxed. Does not want to come out. There we go. Sometimes there's just not enough packing, so like it definitely crunched the box. Bit deformed. It's a shame after all the bubble wrap and everything that was put on it. I would say the bubble wrap would be unnecessary based on what happened to the box, but again, you know, a lot of these companies are used to sending out one item, or not used to sending out one item, used to sending out like crates of items and, you know, multiple packs. But yeah, kerplow. That one got really badly banged up. But hopefully the model is fine. So this is the German SSYMS or Systems. I'm not sure how they would say that. This is a rail car, a flat car, German railway, 6-axle. Now this is a slightly different one than the one I was thinking of. But and it also says new railway track. I'm not sure what that means. A Schwer platform wagon. So this is 1/35th scale. If you're into German 35th scale rail, this is probably going to be something that you'll be interested in. This one has a special thanks to Nick Tebbs and Nacho Roques for their technical support and assistance. And looks like the model might have survived okay. Not seeing any damage to anything in here. Looks like maybe the central screws got dinged upwards. Hopefully there's no warping there, but yeah, I mean the screws are a little bit warped, but I think the main pieces look fine. It's a little bit warped. Unfortunately, physical force does that. So yeah, everything looks good in here. As you can see, a nice dark gray plastic. So it does include some rail sections as well as the car itself. I see some rail ties here, so I know it does include some part of that. And it also includes a pilot team, U.S. Navy. Okay, not related, obviously. A U.S. Navy F4. Oh, this probably was included as a separate piece for me to put in review. So let's look at these two. So we've got a 1/48 scale U.S. Navy F-14A Tomcat pilot team, and this one is, I believe, the additional photo etch piece for this model. Let me just double check. Platform wagon estimates. Yeah, I think so. Precision Pro Edition, serial number 35094. Well, it doesn't really say. Oh yeah, 35A05. Yeah, I think that's for this. So some photo etch. Looks like some wood, laser cut wood, and some kind of cable, heavy cable there for something. And I'm not sure what this piece is in the back. It looks like it could be decals. So it might be the decals for this. I mean, this may be included. I'll have to look more closely at the directions to see what it says is included with the kit. So I'm not sure this is just packaged and in the box, or it actually was a separate piece. And it does say Precision Pro Edition, so you'd think that would maybe come with some of this. All right, well, we'll get that figured out at a later time. But thanks to Sabre for sending this. I believe they sent another one to Darren, so we might have two of these, actually. Maybe the other one didn't quite get as badly beaten up as this one did in coming across the waters. We'll just set that. We'll set that there. Oh, actually, I don't want to set it quite like that because it might fall out since I didn't get the box on. And then we have a giant box here from, I don't know who. We'll find out. It'll be a surprise. Okay. Good look on this, but again, we won't ruin the surprise. This is one of those boxes that's like, where does it open? So much tape. There's so much tape here. This will work though. Okay, this is from Zvezda. So from Zvezda, we have a 1/72nd scale CY-30CM Russian fighter. This is one, I think we've gotten one similar to this in the past, I think. The Flanker C. I thought we've gotten a Flanker C from them before, so this might be another variant. And a 1/144th scale U.S. President Boeing 737-700 series C-40B. I guess this was probably the one that was in service before the current plane, or is this the current plane? I'm not sure. Does anybody know? I mean, they were using a 747, I know for years, and I thought they upgraded that to something new, different recently. Let's read the back. 737-400 is representing next generation airliners. Well, not that next generation. First flight of the 737-700 took place in 1997. That is 22 years ago now. Used Navy Air Force 737 civil airliner, blah blah blah. It doesn't really talk about the current the when this plane served, but yeah, I'm sure somebody knows out there when this was, if it's still in service now or if it's something that's been retired. And then we have the Panzerfour Ost G in 1/35th scale, of course, German medium tank. And I'm not sure they've put out, this might be a new tool. Shall we peek and see? Well, let's look. I'm curious. Sometimes I am curious about these things. Zvezda boxes are not the easiest boxes to get into sometimes, but we shall endeavor to find out. There we go. All right. They have these fold-out boxes. Well, it is the older orangey plastic. And I do see some stamp marks on here, but I'm not sure Zvezda. Oh, no, they do have a date on here. 2019, yeah. 2019. This doesn't look quite as fancy as some of their other armor kits, though. It does look good. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from it, but I thought some of their other kits recent, like the Panther and stuff, they just looked a little, maybe they're doing this in on a different tooling set or something. That and maybe it's the kind of orangey brown plastic is a bit, I don't know, feels dated. You expect new stuff to be in gray, maybe. It's just the way we've been programmed as modelers. Yeah, but I'm sorry, 2017 is the date on the hull. So yeah, they probably have, I'm guessing, released this kit in some other variant form before this. Now, the funny thing is, that's the hull is 2017, but this, I just double checked my eyesight, and that does say 2019. So this is new tool, and this is same tool as the 2017 version. So they probably just didn't need to change the hull much, or could use the same hull. All right, well, that solves that mystery. Mystery solved. Not that there was much of a mystery. Probably most of you who are familiar with these things already know that. Oh my goodness, we only have a really big one. This one used up the entire bottom of the box. I'm gonna have to clear out all this stuff. And then maybe even then I won't get it out. What is it? What is it? It is a big honkin' artillery piece is what it is. This is the, get my garbage out of the way, the 2C35, I don't know what that says in Russian, but it says something. Kolitsya SV. So that is the Russian 152 millimeter self-propelled howitzer. And boy, what a big honkin' beast that thing is. That thing is huge, and it requires a huge box. So since we checked the other one, we'll check this one. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a new tool, but I'm curious to look at the difference in the plastic because, like I said, when I looked at the some of their recent releases, like the Panther, yeah, see, this has gray plastic. Sexy gray plastic. So this one again is 2019, yeah. But there's the bottom hull, and yeah, it's pretty large. I mean, not huge. I mean, I almost expected it to be bigger than that because you look at the box thing, it's like. But yeah, looks like good detail work. Nice rivety details. Track links are plastic and long segments and curves and bits. So kind of the new standard, the rapidly becoming new standard. Road wheels look nice. Looks like they even have some little divots and some of the things like texturing on the rubber sections. So that looks good. And I believe that does it for this week. So let me just double check my surroundings. Yep, that looks like everything. All right, so if you're, again, new to these videos, we get in all these samples for review. We put them up on our spreadsheet, which is on Google. You can go there and look to see if we have anything that you might be interested in reviewing. But before doing that, you should know that we don't just hand these out willy-nilly. We do actually look for people who have some background in doing either online reviews or online content, whether that's blogging or video making or whatever it is. We primarily look for written reviews, but you know, we will work with people who do want to do videos and things like that as well. Being that this is a video on YouTube, obviously. But yeah, you can check out the linky thing for more information, which I'll put over here somewhere. And that will tell you basically kind of the basics of the system. There's spreadsheets for each of the websites. So most of the stuff we got here today, obviously, is going to be on either Armorama or Aeroscale. I don't think we got much of anything else, right? Yep. Oh, well, we got the civilian. That's still going to be an Aeroscale. So yeah, you can check out those two spreadsheets, and at some point these will be listed on there. They might not be on there like right instantaneously away, but you can always still email one of the people on that list, and they can, you know, certainly put you in touch with the right person, and whether that's me or someone else, because we do have a large staff of volunteers. And those are volunteers. So some of the kits that are on the list, for example, are with some of my editors in other countries, like in the UK or in Canada or whatever. And these are volunteers. So they may want shipment, and like they may want you to pay for shipping, especially if you want to ship it like overseas or something like that. But just be prepared, because they don't make any money off this website. So some of this, I mean, they obviously get some kits and they keep some of the kits and do them themselves, and they send off some of the kits. So, you know, it's kind of up to them. But, you know, in other words, get in good with them, and maybe if they really like you a lot, they won't. But usually we do ask that shipping be reimbursed, because even these kits, they end up costing me a lot of money to ship out, and I just don't make the kind of money I made in the old days on the website. So we usually ask for shipping to be reimbursed, because I don't get any extra money from Zvezda, you know, like to say, hey, yeah, well, here's a bunch of kits, and here's, you know, $700 to send out kits over the next, you know, 6 months or something. They don't do that. I wish they did, but they don't. But they still put in giant advertisements in fine scale modeler and stuff that cost them $5,000. But you know, that's the thing that boggles me about like the industry the way it is. It's like, yeah, here fine scale, here's $5,000 or $10,000 for a full page color advertisement in one issue that 15,000 people will read. But you know, websites that are getting, you know, 10, 15, 100, 200,000, or even like YouTube that, you know, videos get 100,000 views on. Yeah, those guys don't get nothing. So yeah. But I'm not bitter. Okay, just a tad, a little bit. It's always been a thing, because, you know, again, institutionalized advertising is just ingrained, you know. They've got like, there was a great movie, actually, if you guys have ever seen it. It's called something in the company of something. Oh, I can't remember. It was, see, this is my brain not functioning. Who was in it? It was, the guy that married Meg Ryan, that was in Inner Space. Not remembering his name. Anyways, but he was like an old ad exec who worked at a sports magazine, I want to say. And so he was going out doing like advertising and so forth. And then a new company came in and bought them and stuff, and da-da-da-da. But the funny thing was, you know, again, they were working with like Ford and, you know, big companies and stuff. And the kind of money that they get for advertising magazines is just ridiculous. When you consider how many magazines in your lifetime, even when I was younger, it's like you just flip through that. You know what I mean? It's like you don't even like look at it for half a second and it's gone. But yeah, they paid like $1 million to put it in like a major magazine or something like Sports Illustrated or you know, Life magazine back then or whatever. And it's just the kind of money they were making is just crazy. Maybe not $1 million, okay. So like $100,000 they were paying or something like that. But the $1 million contract to have multiple ads. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. And so to conclude, thanks for watching. If there's anything you're interested in here, let us know. And we will see you next time on Mail Call.